Hey everyone, and welcome to this video on using the quiz add-on on gravity forms. So first thing that we want to do is make sure that your quiz add-on is activated. So if you go to plugins and then go to gravity forms down here, we have to make sure that gravity forms quiz add-on is activated. So making sure that's there, we can go ahead and start building our quiz. So I'm going to go ahead and just create a new form. We're just going to call this test quiz and start from scratch. So here on the right hand side, you see your normal fields that we've talked about before. But now under advanced, we're going to see this new field called quiz. And this is how you're going to be setting up your questions. So now you can just drag and drop a question. You can click on it. The quiz question will be here. So, what day is it? You can then change the quiz field type. So, if this needs to be multiple answers instead of just one, we can select checkboxes. Or if you would like to make it be a drop down, similar to what we have here, you can select drop down. So, let me just create first a radio button. And what day is it? And then we're going to change our choices here to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll just have those three choices, right? Now, looking at this screen right here, you see these check marks. Now, this is where you select the right answer. So let's say we want Tuesday to be the correct answer. Well, we do that. And then whenever a user clicks on Tuesday and they submit the form, then it will just make sure it matches and it provides a correct or incorrect answer. Here under options, you have weighted score, randomizing the order of the answers, or enabling answer explanation. So if they get the answer wrong or correct, you can provide them an explanation on why the answer is what it is. But you don't have to do that. These are just other options. So again, that's just one question that I added. Let's go ahead and add one more. Um, let's do what are your hobbies? Even though that's not really a quiz, we'll just do a checkboxes so you can select more than one. And again, we go to edit choices and change the choices here. So we'll do hiking, photography, reading. Now, since this is a checkbox, which means we can select more than one, we can do the same thing here with the right answers. So notice here I can select two, where before on the radio button you can only select one. So this has to be selected in order to count as correct. And if you want all of them to be, correct, you can do this and then enable select all choice. But I'm gonna remove that and just have these two be the correct answer. And let's just go ahead and add one more. What state is WSU in? And we'll do the drop down for that one. So we'll say Washington, Oregon, or we go Idaho. Selecting the right answer again and closing it. So once you have all your questions set up, you can go ahead and up here in the top right, click on Save Form. And you can preview it if you want, but this is just what it's going to look like. And that's okay. So you've set up your form. Now what we need to do is just go and start setting up the grading and then set up the notification for the user once they pass or don't pass the quiz. So we can go to forms right here. And then when you go to settings, when you're hovering over your quiz, you should see this quiz option show up. Go ahead and click on that. Now here, you can provide the shuffle quiz fields, which again shuffles the questions. Instant feedback, it provides instant feedback whenever the user clicks on an answer. So if they change their mind after they clicked on something, having this activated won't let them do that. So if you want them to be able to change their answer before they submit, I will leave it unchecked. Now here for grade settings, we have none, pass, fail, or letter. So pass, fail, we have the pass percentage. So if you want it to be 80%, you can set 80% to be the pass percentage. Or if you want to have letter grades, you can do that as well right here. So what we're going to do is just do a pass fail where they need to have 80% or higher in order to pass the quiz. So here is what shows up when they pass the quiz. So quiz result, you pass. You can change this and add things to it. So you passed. You will be receiving an email shortly. So, and if they fail, they get this message right here. So change the percentage that you want to set for your quiz here and go ahead and click on Save Settings. So now we've set up the percentage of your quiz in order to be passed or failed. Now what we need to do is set up the notification that we can email a user, whether it be a certificate or just an email confirmation that they passed the quiz that they're taking. And to do that, we're going to go here to notifications. By default, you have the admin notification, so we can just go ahead and add a new one. And name, we're going to call this quiz notification. Send to email, who do we want to send this to? So we'll just say, we'll send it to our email address. Who is it from? Let me fix it. We don't have a from field or email that we're capturing from the user. So I'm going to go ahead and just add that really quick. So here's our quiz again. Let's add a email field. Email. What is your email? And let's do a single text box for name. So then we were capturing their name and their email, and then they can take the quiz. All right. So let's go back to notifications. And we're going to add a new one. And quiz notification. There. So send to Connor's web team from, and we're going to use the form field name. The from email is going to be the Connor's web team. We're replying to the user's email that they entered in the form. If you want to copy it to someone, you can add it here. So I'll just add my email. And if you want to send a blind copy, you can as well. So subject, the subject of the email, it can be congratulations, you have passed the quiz. Actually, here, let's do this. here is your certificate for passing honors quiz. And then here you can type in your message you would like to send the user. So, hello, name. You have passed the quiz for honors. Here is your certificate. So what we can do is add an image or media by going to add media. And let's just say that, this is our certificate right here. We can insert it to the post. And thank you, honors web team. All right. Update notification. So all we've done so far is set up the notification, who it's being sent to, which actually we need to change this because we want to send it to the user, which that's my fault. So we want to send email to the user that submitted the quiz. From, let's do Connor's web team on that one. And it's coming from the admin email. Reply to, so if the user wants to contact us, we put Connor's web team here. Sorry about that. I'm used to the admin notifications, and this one's a little bit different because it's being sent to the user and replying to the admin. So again, walking through this, we're going to be sending the email to the user that submitted the quiz. From name, we'll just leave Connor's web team because it's coming from our site. Or you can change it to your websites of your a county site. You can put your name of your county. So something like that, right? From email, we want to make sure we leave it as admin email. So that way the email actually goes out. If they have any questions about their quiz or their certificate or anything, you want to have them contact you. So in our case, for this example, it's Connor's web team, but you would want to put your email address right there. And then if you want to CC anyone else, have that there. The subject of your email, the content of your email, and that, again, that's our notification right there. But this will fire every time someone submits a quiz, and that's not what we want to do. What we want to do is submit this notification whenever the user passes the quiz. And to do that, we're going to enable conditional logic. Now, when we have conditional logic down here, we see these options show up. So we can say that send this notification if all of the following match. So if the quiz percentage is greater than, and then you type in your value. So in this case, we want it to be 80. So if the quiz grade is greater than 80, then we're going to send this notification. And this is the passing notification again, where it includes a certificate. If you wanted to create a fail notification, then you can go ahead and create a different notification for that. But again, this is our quiz notification for it being submitted. So let me go ahead and do my quiz really quick here. So we'll do my name, my email. What day is it? Don't remember now what answers we put. So let me, I think it was Tuesday. Yep, Tuesday. Tuesday. My favorite hobbies, we'll do hiking, photography. And what state is WSU in? Washington. So I'm going to go ahead and click on submit. And when you hit submit, you'll see that you'll get this message with your quiz score. Now, something that we can do also is change this notification that you get here. And that's by going to confirmations. So if you go to confirmation, you can add a new one, or you can just change the default one. And as you can see, the thank you for contacting us is the same one that shows up right here. So if you want to change what shows up there, you can change it here. Make sure you click save notification, and that will change. Now that I've submitted the quiz, let me go ahead and pull up my email so you can see what the notification looks like. All right, welcome back. So here is the email I got. So hello, the name I typed in. You have passed the quiz from Connors. Here is your certificate. So here's the picture of that certificate and just a little thank you. And you can see here's my subject. So everything we set up on that previous form is showing up right here. So again, we'll do a quick walkthrough of what we did. We created a form right here, test quiz, where we have the user's name, which again, we can make required, and same thing with their email, that way they enter that. And then same thing with your quiz questions, you might want to make them required, so they actually enter them. But we have their name, email, their 3 quiz questions, which we're using the advanced quiz field that's right here. And we were able to create different types by selecting the quiz type here. So this was a radio button, which means we can only select one. This is a checkbox, which we can select multiple. And this is a drop down, which again, you can only select one. Once you have your quiz set up and everything, we want to go ahead and go to the quiz options that you have right here. Let me go ahead and save it just in case. Quiz. And you have your grading settings here. So my passing percentage for this quiz I created is 80%. You can change it to more or less depending on what your criteria are. This is your passing message. So let's do please try again. Right. If you want them to try again. And now what we can do, let's go ahead and fail it on purpose. So name, email, let's say it's Wednesday, I like reading, and Washington State is in Oregon. Go ahead and submit. You can see that we didn't get any of them right, and our percentage is 0. And then with this quiz submission, I'm not going to get a notification with that certificate because I didn't pass. So this is a 0 percentage. It's not greater than 80. Therefore, that notification that we created right here isn't being sent to the user because of the conditional logic that we have down here, where the quiz percentage has to be greater than 80 in order for it to be sent. So that's a quick walkthrough through the quiz. You can have more questions, of course. You don't have to have just 3. You can have more. Just make sure, again, that we're selecting the right answer by editing your choice and then selecting the check mark here. I would also make it required each question. That way they answer it and there's no problem with that. But yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to contact us by submitting a form on our website and we'll be glad to help. Thank you.